Burning Man sucks, and is trash, and stupid also. Especially given what happened at the festival recently, where I guess the whole thing got rained out, essentially put the tens of thousands of people at the festival this year in a bit of a bind. It's been getting news coverage left, right, and center, and I have to sit here and wonder, why? Because as far as I can see, there are two groups of people who go to Burning Man. One is deluded hippies who think that doing this festival is actually like making some kind of impact or changing the world or bringing some kind of like meaning to the planet or something. Take this think piece sort of explaining the situation at Burning Man this year, being kind of disappointed in the celebrity burners who were kind of bailing on the whole thing because it rained. She sort of understands that like when you burn, you are going out into the middle of nowhere and you are pretty much allowing yourself to be exposed to the elements and you're at the mercy of Mother Nature itself. And if something happens, like a giant rainstorm in the middle of all of it, you just kind of deal with it and accept that fate. Which, even if I think doing that is stupid, I can respect it. You're at least aware of and accepting what you've essentially signed up for here. But again, that leads me back to the same conclusion in my flowchart here. Why should I care? If these people are stranded in the middle of a muddy desert, that's something that they knew they were potentially getting into, and they're just doing it. This person seems to hope against hope that all of the rich people coming to this festival will take away some kind of like, important lesson. What that lesson is, I don't know. But yeah, take away some important lesson that leaves their perspective on the world changed. Dudes like Elon Musk have financial ties to the festival and have gone numerous times over the years. And that guy is still a dumb, narcissistic asshole. Which brings me to the second group of people that I care about at Burning Man even less. That is Ivy League educated and rich assholes. Take a look at this weird news clip, interviewing a guy who was stranded at the festival.
I do want to welcome in Jim Colgan, one of the thousands trapped at Burning Man. I do want to mention Jim and I go back. We were both John S. Knight Fellows at Stanford. Jim, it is good to see you, my friend, albeit not in these circumstances.
Oh, we go way back. We were John S. Knight Fellows at Stanford University.
This guy is the exact kind of closed-mouth smirk Ivy League jackass I would expect to be at Burning Man. As statistics have shown, increasingly more and more rich people flock to Burning Man every year. Their lives are so lacking in difficulty and struggle, they decide to create some in the middle of the desert for no reason. But really, are they even doing that? Some of the encampments reported to be at Burning Man look a lot like glamping, as some of my friends who are, more nature enthusiasts would say, who actually do enjoy camping. Like going out into the desert with a personal chef and the most expensive everything you can afford is not roughing it. Which leads me to my other thing about why Burning Man sucks, because again, it's filled with losers with absolutely boring lives who, if they weren't so boring, they would actually be doing cool stuff on a regular basis, and because they don't or feel like they can't, they have to go out into the middle of the desert to do a bunch of crazy shit like enter an orgy dome that they wouldn't want to be caught dead doing near where they live. You're just using being out in the middle of nowhere and off the radar as an excuse to do something kind of crazy. The vibe in the orgy dome sounds mid, by the way. Okay, time out. Look at this picture of Neil Katyal. This guy's a Supreme Court attorney who, if you're a news junkie or recovering news junkie like me, you may have seen hours of this man, just like talking and arguing in roundtables on like network news. And I cannot believe this photo of him with this ridiculous ass shirt. It's like one of the shirts from that freaking I Think You Should Leave sketch with the crazy shirt guy, the expensive shirt guy. It's one of those shirts, a tacky chain, and a fucking propeller hat. And of course he didn't even bother to put any fun glasses on. It's the same stupid jackass glasses he probably used to argue for child labor in front of the Supreme Court. Again, increasingly it seems like the only people at this festival are rich assholes, which why would you want to be around any of them? They're assholes. They have so much damn money, like buying politicians' money, they don't know what to do with it. So they spend thousands of dollars just to be complete jackasses in the middle of the desert. And then when a rainstorm comes in and pisses on their dumb parade, they make it our problem. Again, you idiot, you went into the middle of the fucking desert. You signed up for this. Anytime you go into the middle of nowhere, there is always a risk that you could be stranded in the middle of nowhere. Like, that's just fucking around and finding out. And then again, there's the deluded hippies who I also don't want to be around. They seem to be completely oblivious to the fact that their festival has been totally overtaken and has lost touch with its original intention, and is even pumping tens of thousands of metric tons of CO2 into the atmosphere every year. Good job, guys. You're really burning the man. You're showing that man who's boss. this by allowing the man and all the bosses to come in and pretend to be a part of your little countercultural clique. And now they just made it their clique. And the whole thing has just become this big Bohemian Grove hunk of shit. So screw this. Screw Burning Man. It's dumb. It's boring. It's stupid. It's basically Fire Festival. And I think I'm going to leave it right there. Over here next to my head is another video that you could check out. Hit that up with a link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Burning Man, for never.
What's up, baby? So let's talk about it. Well, I take my first shower in a week. So clearly I've upset a lot of people. I talked in my last video about how somebody died at Burning Man, and I may not have said it in the most sensitive way.